You've been fed lies your whole life, not by chance, not through ignorance, but intentionally. They told you money is neutral, just a tool, something you earn, save, and protect. And that belief was used to keep you powerless. Because money isn't neutral, it isn't harmless, it isn't innocent. Money is a weapon. And the moment you stop treating it like something to guard and start treating it like something to wield, your entire perception shifts, not gradually, immediately. Look around. The people who set the rules and shape outcomes don't treat money the way you were trained to. They don't fear losing it or cling to it for safety. They deploy it. They use it to influence decisions, bend systems, and quietly position themselves above everyone else. You were taught restraint. To protect what little you have, to find comfort in security. But comfort leads to vulnerability, because money does not protect you, control does. And money only becomes control when you stop seeing it as a prize and start using it as leverage. This is what most people never understand. The poor chase money. The average try to hold it. But the powerful direct it. They don't use it for what it buys, they use it for what it commands. People, time, systems, and outcomes. Machiavelli understood this clearly. The world is not driven by fairness or morality. It is driven by power. And today, money is power in its most concentrated form. Not because of consumption, but because of control. But money only becomes a weapon after a transformation most people avoid: detachment. You have to strip away everything the herd attaches to it: comfort, status, identity, approval. These aren't rewards, they are restraints. The man who needs comfort can be controlled. The man who needs approval can be manipulated. The man who needs recognition becomes predictable. Men are enslaved by what they love. And if you love what money appears to give you, you will always be owned by those who can take it away. This is why the first principle is psychological. Money is not arithmetic. It moves fear, desire, envy, and status. Most people react to these forces without realizing it, the powerful design around them. They understand that fear creates obedience and desire creates pursuit, and they use money to amplify both. That is why detachment is necessary. Because the moment money stops moving you emotionally, you begin to move it strategically. You stop chasing outcomes and start positioning for them. And positioning, not money, is what determines power. The one who is positioned correctly does not force results. Like a king above a battlefield, he does not engage in chaos, yet everything moves in his favor. Money, when directed with intention, creates that same effect. Systems where other people's time, effort, and decisions begin to flow toward you without resistance. At that point, money is no longer currency. It becomes current. It flows through structures, leverage points, and systems of control. The average man spends to feel something. The strategist allocates to control something. He buys time, reduces friction, and removes himself from dependency. Because time is the only resource that cannot be replaced. And when money starts buying time, it stops being a tool and starts becoming dominance. Every dollar becomes a decision, comfort or capability, distraction or direction, status or positioning. And those decisions compound quietly over time. Most people never notice this compounding because they are focused on feeling instead of structure. But once money is directed properly, it begins to build systems, systems that operate without constant input, systems that multiply influence, systems that make others move in alignment with your outcomes. This is where money becomes less visible and more powerful. You are no longer using it directly. It is working through environments, through incentives, through pressure. You don't control people, you control the conditions they respond to. And people obey conditions more than they obey commands. That is dominance without force. And it becomes even more effective when combined with silence. Because the moment you stop announcing your intentions, you stop exposing your leverage. When you stop explaining yourself, you stop lowering your position. And when you stop seeking validation, you remove the patterns others rely on to predict you. What cannot be read cannot be counted, and what cannot be counted becomes power. This is why real power is quiet, not loud or performative, but constant, like gravity. It does not announce itself, yet everything adjusts around it. The powerful understand something deeper. The world is not built on truth, but on belief. Value is belief. Status is belief. Money itself is belief. And whoever shapes belief shapes reality. This is where money reaches its highest form. Not as currency, but as narrative. The ability to influence what people value, what they fear losing, and what they move toward. Because people don't respond to reality, they respond to what they believe is real. At that level, money fades into the background. It becomes a presence, a pressure, a silent force shaping outcomes without direct involvement. You are no longer chasing money, and you are no longer reacting to the world. You are positioning yourself so that both begin to move toward you. And once you reach that point, the shift is permanent. You stop seeing money as safety, comfort, or status. You see it clearly, as leverage, as influence, as control, as a weapon, and not a loud one. A silent one,